What's up, Bucko Nation? Welcome to Pirates Live 412. I am Mason Spesky, your host. Tonight we are going to recap the Pirates 4-1 victory over the Tigers tonight. It wasn't the quickest game of my life, but it was by far pretty darn close to one of the quickest. It was played in 2 hours and 2 minutes. I think the quickest one actually was June the 7th, my 20th and a half birthday. On June the 7th of 2025, when we beat the Phillies 2-1. I think that, ironically, crazy enough, was the quickest, and it's funny that it happened on my half birthday. Here, June, I want to see if, maybe tonight was quicker. Maybe it was. Hang on, let's see. The freak, okay. We're good. June the 7th. I just want to see it real quick. We'll try to make this so quick as well, since the game was quick. All right, here we go. So I have to move the camera around a lot. This game was 3 minutes longer. Wow. But anyway, let's get into the scoring now, shall we? First 4 innings took 40 minutes. Literally, how a baseball game should be is the top half of the inning takes 10 minutes, the bottom half takes 10 minutes. 20 minutes. The first 4 innings, I think the top half took 5, the bottom half took 5. So it was over in 40 minutes. But then at the top of the 5th, Callahan for Detroit. I want to get his first name for all of everybody. Brett Callahan, homer to right field, bringing home the Tigers' lone run of the game, making it 1-0. Bottom of the 5th, O'Neal Cruz, the missile is back. He makes the city so happy. He is a unifying force for the city. No matter how much we disagree, liberal or conservative, not salsa or cheese for your nachos, however much you want to differ on, whatever you want to differ on, whether it be religion, sports, politics, what way you get to work, anything. One thing we can all unite around is O'Neal Cruz is the heartbeat of the Pirates offense outside of when it comes to hitting the missiles. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, like I said, is Marilyn Valdez is the number one guy in this offense right now for the long term. But O'Neal Cruz is the tone setter. He's not the heartbeat, I take that back. He's the tone setter. He sets the tone. And that's what he did tonight. He set the tone. We missed these Cruz missiles so freaking much. He hit one deep, 422 feet, scoring himself and his Marilyn Valdez, the magician, the missile homers and scores himself and the magician. It's 2-1 Bucks. Bottom of the 5th, the scoring only continues for our Buccos. Spencer Horwitz singles to right field, scoring Rafael Flores Jr. Triolo makes it to second base. It is now 3-1 Pirates. And then in the bottom of the 8th, Brian Reynolds singles to left, scoring Jared Triolo to make it 4-1, because why not? Gets us the win. Pirates improved to Pirates win this one 4-1. They improved to 62-66, 33-32 at home. Detroit falls to 61-65, 29-34 away from Comerica. Braxton Ashcraft, man, how about that performance? 1 run over 8 innings. Heck of a day by Ashcraft. He earns the win, is now 13-5. Kybert Montero takes the last 9-8. Mason Montgomery earns the save, his 5th. Couple of things to talk about. Number 1, pitching was outstanding tonight. Game pace was outstanding tonight. I'm so happy that we have our closer of the future. He's freaking electric. That entrance is really good. He's our guy. He's our closer. That's who I want to be my closer for the long haul. That is who I want to be my closer. I'm just going to say right now, that's my closer. Period. End of story. Full stop. Great. And Braxton Ashcraft, man, what another outing. Back-to-back outings like this. He is the ace for this rotation right now. Whether anybody likes it or not. And he's going to move up probably on the MVP ladder when we do it again Sunday night. That dude is legit. That dude's legit. Ashcraft's starts are fun now, man. Like, that was awesome. Great to have the cruise missile back. That was much needed for sure. And I do want to talk a little bit here because obviously we know about the pitching. At this point, I think you have your bullpen pretty much set. You have Weaver, who's a great setup man for the eighth, and you have Montgomery for the ninth. Your seventh, you could always do Soto, Johan, Carmen, Wilbur Hotel, like Bacher, Kirby Yates. You have guys for the seventh. You only really need your starters to go like 5-6 innings now, which is good, really good. But that's a great thing. Ashcraft is the guy for the rotation. And next year, I wouldn't be shocked if you open up with your rotation Skeens, Ashcraft, Chandler, Jones, Keller. Or Jones, somebody else, because they could trade Mitch Keller. I wouldn't be shocked if they did. I wouldn't be upset if they did either. But that's the thing. There's so many ways you could organize it now, but I think that Ashcraft has made a strong case to be the number 2 in this rotation next year. And think about it. Skeens had an off year. He just did. This is all assuming there's going to be baseball next year, okay? I don't think that Skeens is on a decline. He's absolutely not on a decline. He just had one bad year, and I think you need to research and truly do some study what happened. You do. So, yeah. I mean, something changed, and it wasn't for the better. Period. That's all I have to say there. But we'll talk about that tomorrow, because tomorrow's a Skeens story. We could address that tomorrow. Ashcraft, though, he was electric. Why I brought this up was because Ashcraft has officially made his case to be our number 2 starter next year, and he's been the ace of the rotation this year. He is the best pitcher in this rotation right now, and out of all the pitchers on this team, he is the best pitcher. He is the best starter, no doubt about that. The best bullpen guy right now, honestly, I'd probably say Monty. Probably Monty. And Ashcraft's still better than him. So it's great when you have your best 2 pitchers out there. And yeah, that's what happened. Offense. This team thrives with O'Neal Cruz. You saw who scored the runs in the 5th. O'Neal Cruz and Spencer Horwitz. Those were 2 of our players that were on the IL the longest this season. Now, we still have 2 guys on it. KG and O'Hearn. KG will be back in give or take a little over 2 weeks. He should be back for the Angels series. However, I think maybe the White Sox series is more likely there. O'Hearn, I'm guessing, I'd have to guess for the Brewers series. And that's what I think you need to evaluate the last homestand of the year and the trip up to Detroit. How well this team can perform with everybody in the lineup, assuming everybody is in the lineup. Those 12 games, or those last 10 to 12 games. And if you go 7-3 or above, as long as you can keep guys healthy, you're in a good spot. If you go 5-5 or below, that's when you have to consider changes. So that's where I think the health of this team comes into play big time in determining the offseason strategy. There are 34 games left. We need to go 34-10. Or, I'm sorry, 24-10 to have a legit shot. Is that possible? Yes. Is it likely? No. We're at 62 wins right now. One more win and we don't have 100 last season, but that was never the intent. We're going to clear last year's win total, probably at some point mid-September. At this point, I think we're going to win 77, 78, 79 games, falling just short of 500. If we could go on a surge, maybe we will be 500. But yeah, I was impressed with what I saw tonight. And these last 34 games, need to be a key point for evaluation. Because tonight, weirdly enough, I followed the wild card race more closely than I have in some time. And I probably will follow it more closely over the next 6 weeks. Because we only have 40 days till the end. If you can believe that. San Diego won tonight against the Mets. Philadelphia won tonight against the Marlins. Arizona lost to Boston. Philadelphia is the 5th, one up right now on San Diego. San Diego is the last team in. Arizona is 2 games behind them. Cardinals are 3. Miami is 4. And then us. Those teams are all very much in the thick of this. I don't think we have the best of shots. So there's that. But I think tonight was a good night. And I think tonight's what showed you what could be. So the biggest thing is this. Keeping your team healthy and making investments to keep the team healthy is the biggest thing you could do this offseason. But for now, you have 34 games left. If you could win me 20 of those, I'll feel optimistic about the future. Because 20 gets you to 82 and 80. And with all the injuries and all that, if we were fully healthy, that proves it would be a playoff team, in my opinion. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. Series at homestand finale with the Tigers tomorrow, 12:35. It is a skiing start. I think he's going against Jackson Jobe. So we'll have the pregame and the postgame for you there. And then we have Thursday off, and then we head out west. So, yeah, can't wait. In the meantime, have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. And as always, peace and God bless. See you all tomorrow. Bye, and have a good night.